Michelle from China. I'm a mom. I have a child attached to my hip, okay? How do I get the toned legs that I've been wanting, okay? Maybe I've lost it, maybe I've never had it, and I just want to look like a hot mom. What do I do, Michelle from China? Help me. Okay, well, this advice is for the mom, the child, and the dad, okay? So I'm going to help you out. So to get a toned body, it could be the legs or the arms or the abs, okay? Is a matter of body fat, okay? We cannot target body fat in a certain area. So for example, this or the arms, okay? So it's a whole body. Some people lose fat in one particular area first, and then some are harder to lose a certain area, okay? So overall, we need to decrease our body fat, okay? Now here is where the nutrition comes in. How do we have body fat? It's because we're eating high fat foods, okay? So if you're trying to reduce your fat content on your body, then why are you eating fat? Why are you focusing on a keto diet that has a lot of fat? Okay, for example, the nuts, okay? If you want to have less body fat, stop eating dietary fat. Stop eating the fat, okay? How do you know if a food has fat or not? Well, most foods, all foods have a bit of fat, okay? Trace amounts of fat. But how do you know is it a high fat food or a low fat food? You flip it around and you find the nutritional information at the back and you look at the fat content, okay? Anyways, we all know that nuts are a fatty food, okay? So fatty and oils we need to stay away from if you're trying to get a toned body, toned legs, okay? It's just a harsh reality, okay? It doesn't mean you can't eat anything of it, but if you want the faster results, then less on the fat, delete it, get rid of the fat, okay? So fatty foods are the nuts, the chocolates, the crisps, the other fatty foods, the cakes, okay? Now, I can make a low-fat cake. I have a recipe for it. So you have to really read the nutritional information behind it. The oils, the olive oils. If you're making a salad, okay, salad is healthy, right? Don't drizzle the olive oil on it, okay? The fried foods, avoid that, okay? How bad do you want the toned legs? How bad do you want a toned body? It's up to you. Where there's a will, there's a way, okay? So no excuses. Drop the fat first, okay? So drop the fat. What do you focus on then? Because right now you're maybe like, oh, I need to eat the cheese, the fat. Oh yes, that's gonna. If I eat more fat, it's gonna drop my fat. No, that's not how it works. Okay, you need to focus on food that is actually going to burn quickly and is going to nourish you. Okay, give you the energy and is actually going to put fat in. Drip down off you, okay? So I haven't started talking about the exercise yet, okay? So let me start the topic. You need to be eating carbohydrates, okay? So 1 gram of fat is 9 kilocalories. 1 gram of carbohydrates is only 4 kilocalories, same as the protein. But I don't focus too much on the protein, okay? There's protein in this as well, but we're eating too much protein these days. Okay, so pasta is a good one. Noodles is a good one. Rice, I have rice every day. Rice, we have sugar, white sugar, that's straight up sugar carbohydrates. That's great for you, okay? Gonna give you the energy. If you're a mom, you need that energy. You cannot be starving yourself. You cannot be, not having the sugar but eating the fat. That's not gonna fuel you. It's not gonna give you the energy, the woo, to be the great mom, okay? So I have self-raising flour here to represent the cake and the bread, because bread is good too. So you have to watch out for the hidden fat content in the bread, okay? So I have potatoes here. Then after that, after you have most of your meal as a carbohydrate, okay? I know you're scared of this. I know you're like, wait, but I've been told that carbs is the worst thing for a mom, That's why I'm having this belly fat and carbs, oh, I can't eat carbs. You're misinformed, okay? Don't, just look at me, okay? Like, I have done the night shifts, I have taken care of things, I've studied all night, I've been up, and, cortisol, I'm not a mom, but I can understand, okay? I've done some things that were hard and that were stressful as well. So this is how I've coped and how I still have the body that I have, okay? So then after you focus on the carbs, you're going to focus on your micronutrients from fruits and vegetables to add variety to your diet. So I have mixed frozen vegetables here. Frozen vegetables are so good, especially if you're a mom, because you don't need to be chopping it up. It's very quick. Like, you can cook it in the microwave, in the rice pot, a quick steam, a quick boil, blanch, okay, for just 2 minutes. With a kettle, if you have a kettle, that's going to make things so much quicker, okay? And also have preserved vegetables, okay, here. So it's so easy to make your meals tasty. And also have the sauces here, of course. And this is what's going to make all your dishes taste different and have variety and just spice it up in life, okay? So seasonings are like zero fat, okay? So that's, think of your cayenne pepper, black pepper, salt, onion powder, garlic powder, things like that, okay? Whatever you like. We have the herbs as well. That's a great one. So that is your diet. And the fruit. Let's not forget the fruit. So this is such a good snack energy meal, okay? You can have all of these, whatever, okay? It's gonna, once you eat like this and you forget the meat, dairy, and the fat, nuts, and things like that, and the oils, you're gonna feel different. You're gonna do things differently. You're gonna think different. You'll have so much more clarity in your brain, okay? When you know that this works, okay? I'm an example of that. You can trust it, okay? You just need to go all in on this diet. And I don't make any money off of me telling you to buy this noodles. This is not my company of the noodles, okay? I don't. And I'm not gatekeeping anything. This is just the truth. Now, the diet out of the way. For more information on my diet and stuff, watch my other videos. Next, we have the exercise. So when you have toned legs, we all have muscles, but we can build on the muscles that will pop out when our fat is lower, okay? So we all have abs, for example, okay? Well, let's talk about the legs because you asked specifically about the legs. So I don't know if you can see, but we have muscles and then we have a layer of fat on the outside. If we reduce the fat, then the muscles are going to be more visible, right? Because it's a thinner layer, something that's covering it, okay? Can you imagine that? I don't know if I can. Okay, so let's take this and let's take my finger. Okay, so this is your muscle, okay? And let's say, see how my thumb is thicker than my crooked pinky, okay? My thumb, okay? This is the layer of fat, okay? It's harder to see through your muscle. The tone is the muscle, okay? But if we lose the fat, we're here. It's easier to see like the muscle definition, the tonedness, okay? Now the other way, I've just talked about the fat, the other way is to build on the muscle, to make the muscle grow bigger, okay? So work on the muscle. There's exercises that you can do to work on the muscle. Now, if you're a mom, you might find that you're busy. Well, when you bring your kids out to the playground or something like that, or at home, watching them do their homework, while you're waiting for the things to cook, while you're waiting for the bathtub to fill up with water, while they're watching TV, while you're watching TV, okay, what can you do? Exercise. If you want it bad enough, you're gonna find ways to fit it in your life. That's like if you love your partner, you're gonna check in with them, okay? You're gonna send a text message. You're gonna find a way, okay? Even if you're the president, you're gonna find a way to get something done, okay? If you want it bad enough, you're gonna do it, okay? So, exercises that you can do, lunges. Lunges are my favorite ones for the legs, okay? So, you can do just a back lunge. I love the back lunges the most. And I do curtsy lunge. So, it's like this, but then tilted to this side, my back leg. Okay, so lunges are great. Squats. You don't even need a lot of space for these exercises, is what I'm saying. So you can do a squat down, okay? Squats are great. And they're not, they're not like really high intensity. You're not doing a burpee. You can do a burpee, but if you're a mom and you're, just starting out, just do something small, okay? Anything that gets your muscles going. You will feel it, especially if you're not used to doing things like that. And yeah, things like that. For example, if you're picking something off the floor, having good posture and turning that into an exercise is a good thing, okay? Picking up the toys after your kids, okay? So let's say I'm picking up this bag of nuts again. Watch what I can do. I can squat down instead of bending over. Okay, so that targets muscles as well. What else can I do? I can lunge down. Oops. I can lunge down. Okay, so that's a great way. If you're walking, walk like this. Side squat it out. Okay, so you need to create little fun things in your head and like involve your kids as well. Okay, so to get them into that fitness mindset and lifestyle, do it with them. So the bike is also a great one because you get your commute with your kids to school, bring them around, maybe weekends, things like that. Okay, so get on the bike. Bike is so good because you travel and it's a workout in one. Okay, so that's why I always recommend the bike. The walk is great because, you know, it's a good, sustained, easy, slow way of weight loss, okay? Walks, runs, things like that. But as a mom, let me catch my breath. As a mom, you need to be getting your sugars in, okay? And don't be starving yourself, okay? And find time for yourself, okay? You know, kids can be really hectic because I was a kid. I was on the other end, right? So it can be really hectic. Sometimes you just gotta set aside some time for yourself, okay? And you don't need to be doing crazy hours of exercise. 5 minutes is enough, okay? While you're in the bathroom, away from your kids with the door locked, as you're taking a piss, do 5 squats, okay? These small things add up, okay? You can do it. I believe in you. Just focus on what is right, what I'm telling you, okay? The results will come. Trust me, okay? Yeah, so do that and let me know how it goes for you. Okay, bye. Hope this helps.